Good morning, Mr. Aaron. How are you today?
Wonderful. I'm so honored to be on your show.
I am so excited to have you here because you have been mentoring me for 14 years, and I am normally the subject of interviews about 5 times a week. This is the first time in my life I'm interviewing someone, and it is fitting that it would be none other than you, my publisher, my mentor. I'm so excited.
Wow. How very sweet. How very sweet. And
So,
how great.
Raymond, we are gathering here today so that we can share some positive news with the world. And I assume that most of the people in my community know who you are, but in case they don't, please let me introduce my friend and my mentor, Aaron. He is a top 10 New York Times best-selling author. He has helped thousands of other authors message to the world. He has created so many millionaires, multimillionaires, but he is deeply spiritual, incredibly positive, and I have been learning from him how to set, achieve, crush, and share the goals. So it brings me so much excitement to have him on today. Today is a day where the world is battling not only COVID-19, but also the tragic loss of nearly 20 lives in Nova Scotia, Canada. And so, Mr. Aaron, we need your positivity today more than ever. Please tell my friends, what is the World Prosper Summit?
Okay, good. So when the lockdown started, I realized lots of people were in trouble. Lots of people were going down, not just vocationally, they had lost their job or they got laid off, not just down because their business got shuttered and now they've got no revenue, and most people are one paycheck away from disaster. They're going down emotionally. They're worried. They're frightened that they might get laid off. There's lots of negativity. And the governor of the state of California a few days ago announced that for the state of California, the lockdown might persist until into 2021. There's lots of bad news out there. And I decided this is the time that I need to use the influence and the friendships of super famous people that I've created over the last 37 years in order to do good in the world. Forget me, forget revenue, forget anything. I've had a wonderful life for 37 years, delivering wonderful products and services to other people, which, as you mentioned, has helped them a great deal. And reciprocally, it's helped me financially and emotionally a great deal. And I've led a wonderful life. This isn't the time to be concerned about my wonderful life. This is the time to give to those people and others who have been supporting me so wonderfully. And so I called up one of my dearest friends, Jack Canfield, who was the star of the movie The Secret and the author of The Success Principles and the uh, the co-creator of the entire Chicken Soup for the Soul series of books, one of my most famous friends and one of my dearest friends. And I said,
Of,
this is,
of which you've written two, not one, two Chicken Soup books.
I wrote two Chicken Soup books, and I'm writing another book with him now called The Power of Wow,
Amazing.
which, yeah, which will be out, I don't know, whenever this thing is over. So I called him up and I said, this is the time we've got to give back. We've got to do something gigantic. Now, he's the guy that I bring to Toronto and Orlando and Chicago and Los Angeles and London, England regularly. And he and his friends charge me $50,000 to $250,000 whenever I bring them. And they always charge me, even though I'm my friend, they give me a friend discount, but it's still an awful lot. He said to me, Raymond, A, I'll do it, and B, I'll do it for free. What? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll stand around you. I'll stand beside you. I'll stand in front of you. I'll stand behind you. I'll do anything you want. You're in the vanguard. You're the leader. Tell me what you want me to do. And I said, listen, I'm going to hold an event called World Prosper Summit. You can see the link that Haley has posted. Just click on that link and get in. It's free. Why is it free? Because my dear friend, Jack Canfield, star of The Secret, is working for me for free. And so it's a free event. It's like the Woodstock of April 2020. It's the moon landing of April 2020. It's the conquering of Everest of April 2020. It's the breaking of the 4-minute mile. All those were free events. And this is going to be as historic as all those events because this is the biggest biggest registration I've ever had for any event in my 37-year career of being on stage. There are tens of thousands of people who have already registered. It's gone viral. It's insane. Why? Because Jack Canfield wisely said, don't stop at me, call some other people. And so I called Laurel Langmeyer, who is one of the stars of The Secret. Why? Because she bills herself as the millionaire maker. I said, we need her brand of positivity. We need to help people make some money. Then I called another friend of mine from The Secret, John Assaraf, an amazing, amazing speaker with lots of wisdom. And the proof that he has lots of wisdom is extraordinarily wealthy himself. And he said, yes, even though I was in The Secret, and even though I charge 50 grand or more, I'm working for you for free. So then I called Dr. John Gray, and he said, no, not going to work for you. Why? He said, because I don't teach people how to make money. I teach people how to make love. I said, oh, yes, of course, of course.
I'm all for that.
Said, yes, but he said, I will work for you for free in order to teach people how to be loving in this time of lockdown. And I said, wow, what would your theme be? He said, well, listen, when this lockdown is over, there's either going to be a mad rush for the maternity ward or a mad rush for the divorce courts. Maternity ward or divorce courts, one or the other. And he says, my job, and I'll do it through you, Raymond, is to make sure people in this lockdown, when they're so close together, still have a loving relationship. So I called and called, and I stopped when I hit seven superstars of the movie The Secret are going to be on World Prosper Summit. Just click on the darn link. I'm not selling it to your friends. It's free. They've all come to me for free. There is no cost of a hotel bedroom. There's no cost of a hotel meeting room. There's no gals at the back organizing everything. There's no airfare. There's no cost to me at all. So I'm turning it over as a free event to you, Haley, and to the wonderful people who love you.
Now, I have already registered. The moment that I opened your link, of course I registered. And as with all other virtual summits, I sort of wait for the ball to drop. You know, is it going to be $3,000 to buy the video recording? If the summit's free, where's the bad news? And when I went to sign up for your summit, Raymond, my heart was so touched that you're making the entire 2-day event available to people. Every video from these masters and thought leaders and your colleagues, mentors over the years, for $9 Canadian. Are you kidding me? I pay more for grocery delivery. So I have to tell you, friends, why I'm so excited about the World Prosper Summit. I believe in lifelong learning, and I've been learning from Raymond for almost a decade and a half. And I have participated in another virtual summit since the start of COVID-19. And it's from another great thought leader and friend of Raymond's, Mr. Colin Sprague. And I love what he's done, and he's tremendously generous, but it has been a challenge for me to stop my workday and hop on those virtual calls for an hour and then get back into the flow of my workday. So Raymond, what I love so much about your virtual summit is the fact that we can sit, we can create a cocoon of focus. We can go from 11 a.m. to 6 and just get it done. We can be massively in learning. We can be taking all of our notes, and then we can put the conference away and get massively into action, get into momentum, and use all the learning. And I know that you and Colin are good friends, and I love both of you for what you do. And I think it's so nice for the world to have both of these formats out there. For those of you that can only sneak away for a little bit, that's what Colin's been doing, and he's entering his 5th week right now. But for those of you who want to take a deep dive in your personal growth, your positivity, and as Lisa Sasevich says, not just get information, not just get inspiration, but actually get what you need for your transformation, then this Friday and Saturday, April 24th and 25th, from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join Raymond. Please join me. If the 7 people that he mentioned were the only people participating, my goodness, if Jack was the only person participating, it would have been enough. If those 7 were the only people participating, it would have been enough. But Raymond, you have a ton of other experts. Who else is participating in the World Prosper Summit?
Well, I called up a friend of mine who is a policeman in Texas. I like to connect with him a couple times a year just to find out what's going on in the bad side of the world. And he said the bad guys are making more money than ever now. I said, why? He said, well, when things are normal, everybody knows what to do. women know not to walk in dark alleys or late at night through parks unlit. And people know to lock your windows, lock your doors, have an alarm system. If you go away for a long time, tell your neighbors to watch over your home. We all know what to do. But he says, when there's a giant shift, holes open up. When there's a giant shift, holes open up, and the bad guys know them first. And so as soon as something happens, the policemen look around and say, something's going on. What is it? And then they finally figure it out, but only after the bad guys have hurt a lot of people. And then the good guys have to run around and patch that hole while the good guys are jumping through another hole. So he's going to be one of the speakers on how to protect yourself from the criminal elements and from other bad issues. And I've called other people. One of my friends is an expert on collectibles. There are things around your home that are worth way more than you think. And another friend of mine is going to be teaching how to start a mail order business from your home, which can quickly start earning you more money than your normal job. There's going to be people coming on. The #1 internet marketer in Europe is coming on to teach you how to make money from your home. The #1 internet marketer in the United Kingdom is going to be coming on and teaching us how to make money from the home. And the mail order marketing geniuses from the United States, I've got experts on stock market, on option trading, on foreign exchange, all teaching you how to invest correctly. I've also got several experts from several different areas of the world teaching you how to start a business, how to run a business correctly, how to take your business online. If it's online, how to add more parts to it, how to dramatically increase your income. My own wife, Karen Mullen, whom you know well, she is an expert in one particular area, and that is board of directors parachute her in order to turn companies around. She's a turnaround expert. She's a genius. If a company is like staggering along, limping along, or if a company's going downhill, they bring her in and she creates increases in sales and profit of 15 to 30% per year, year after year after year, as long as they want to keep paying her. And she's an expert at it, and she's agreed to come online. And I called Mark Victor Hansen. I wrote 2 books with Mark Victor Hansen. He is the funniest motivational speaker ever. He's the fastest speaking motivational speaker ever. He is the co-creator with Jack Canfield of the entire Chicken Soup for the Soul series of books. And wait till you hear this distinction. He is the #1 nonfiction author of all time. That's insane. And he said to me, I want to be your very first speaker. I said, why? He said, because my topic is so uplifting. It's so positive. It'll set the stage for the entire 2-day show. And
Amazing.
hey, Ray, you're going to smile like crazy when you hear the title of his talk, How to Stay Up During Downtimes.
Beautiful.
Isn't it? So he's going to be on first thing Friday, April 24th at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then after a half hour, I'm kicking him off. This guy could talk straight without repeating himself for a week. I'm kicking him off after half an hour. Why? Because I have another world famous expert coming in, and I'm kicking him off after half an hour. Why? Because I've got another world famous expert coming in, and I'm kicking him off after half an hour. Half an hour, half an hour, half an hour, half an hour, back to back. Wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. It's like tilting your head back and drinking from Niagara Falls. There has never...
Raymond, I love your excitement. I love how generous you are. Let's talk about who should sign up for this and who should not sign up for this.
Okay,
of
good.
course, the entrepreneurs that are watching this, hands down, no brainer, you've got to sign up for this. Business owners, career professionals who are considering making a shift, or COVID-19 just decided you're making a shift. Talk to me about everybody else. Should parents sign up for this? Should single parents sign up for this? Should people who aren't in business? Let's talk about who should be there, who shouldn't be there.
Okay. Absolutely the people you mentioned, business people and entrepreneurs, must sign up because more of your business has to go online.
Yes.
Also, Wendy, whom you know and love, Wendy's the CEO of my company. She's been working with me for 25 years. I've been chatting with her for 5 years. Why don't we have a virtual company and not pay office rent? No, I want to see everybody every day. Well, why don't we at least have flexi hours? No, I want everyone to work 9 to 5. I said, okay, because I don't want to bypass her because she's so amazing. Well, she's been forced to send everybody home because of this virus. And It's working better. She has a meeting at 9 a.m. every day, and the entire staff had darn well better show up. And each person announces what, not their goal, what they commit to getting done that day. And then she holds another staff meeting at 9 o'clock, and they have to say in front of the entire staff whether they got it done or not. And
Beautiful.
she says, I know more of what's going on. They're more productive. They're getting more stuff done. And when this virus is over, bye-bye office rent. To heck with it. I have a small staff of 9, but I pay $7,000 a month office rent. That's almost $100,000 a year. I'd rather have that in my pocket. It's not that I'm money grabbing. It's just that if we can have better results without an office, let's go for it. So
And better quality of life for the teams. I mean, most of the people that I know, I'm a parent who is working full time during COVID-19 with 3 kids not in school, and you can still be productive. And really, you can get an 8-hour workday done in 5 hours just by focusing. And so, this is going to be such a gift. So, Raymond, we know for sure all the business people that I know, they should sign up for this. The corporate people who need to shift how their company does business. What about those folks who aren't in business yet? How much of the summit is going to be the personal growth element, less so about business?
Okay, so number one, there will be lots of personal growth. People like Mark Victor Hansen and Marie Diamond, who is the world grandmaster feng shui, and Jack Canfield and Dr. John Gray. There's lots about personal growth and personal development and feeling positive. But also every single person on salary, or every single person who was worried that their salary might go away, or every single person who's already been laid off, or every single person who was just recently fired because of this, or every single person who used to be on salary but their company's gone under, you'd better join to figure out how to start making money from home. Everybody now, people have always said, job is J-O-B, just over broke, ha, ha, ha. You go to university, but that doesn't guarantee you a job. They've all said that crap for decades. But now, because of this shutdown, this world shutdown, they have to do something. This has forced us to do something. And so I've decided to recreate myself. I'm not on salary. I run a business, and my business has employees who know how to do internet marketing, but I don't. I have worked very hard for 10 years to avoid learning internet marketing. And now the time has come to stop doing that nonsense. It's time to stop refusing to confront. And so yesterday I got up at 3:30 in the morning and studied for 4 hours. Today I've allocated another 4 hours to learn internet marketing. In 1 month, I'm going to know a great deal about internet marketing. In 6 months, I'm going to be making a lot of money on my own, on my personal own, making a lot of money on internet marketing, because this is going to be the best time, the best change of my life. I've had many changes of my life, but this is going to be the best one. If you are salaried, or you used to be salaried, or you're laid off salaried, or you're frightened of being laid off, you had better learn how to take care of yourself in mail order, in internet marketing, in network marketing, in multi-level marketing, mail order, anything you can do from your home. You need to learn how to do this. This is critical.
It's so true. And Raymond, I think for my audience that doesn't know you yet, which is they must have lived under a rock, I think we also need to talk about your age and your energy, because there are people that will have turned, to level 60, level 70, level, any of those numbers, and they will feel like they're in relax mode. So if you would let the world know what birthday you recently celebrated, and I think that's important, so that no matter what age you are, this is a time of reinvention. And I've been in many of your classes where there have been children, they've attended with their parents. You've had 14-year-old prodigies in your class. You've had 10-year-olds there. Talk to us about how old you are and how old people could be to sign up and benefit from World Prosper Summit.
Okay, good. Wonderful. Thank you. So I'm 75 years old. I'm 75 years old. I have the energy of an 18-year-old. I exercise every day. My wife and I either take a 10,000 step walk, which takes us an hour and a half of brisk walking, or I run up 50 to 100 flights of stairs. I live in a 25-story luxury condo high-rise, and I either run up once or twice or 3 times or 4 times. Yeah, at age 75. Yes. When I was 62, I entered and completed polar race. It's a 350-mile, month-long foot race to the magnetic North Pole, hauling a 100-pound sled at minus 40 degrees. I ride a 5-foot-tall giraffe unicycle. I'm crazy. I'm young. I'm Peter Pan, the boy who never grew up. I have fun and energy, and I keep learning. I keep learning. Don't you dare tell me.
You keep evolving, Raymond. I happen to have the distinct pleasure of having been a student of yours and working with you before and after Polar Race, as well as before you got engaged to your beautiful wife, Karen. And so I knew the old Raymond, and I know this Raymond, and this one's amazing. So you really show to me, and it's proof to the world, it's never too late to reinvent yourself. And 3 weeks ago was a great idea. Today's the next best time to do anything. Today is the best time to register for the summit if you haven't already. And this Friday is a time to clear your decks. So clear your Netflix binge and stop uncluttering closets for the day and stop baking in the kitchen for just 7 hours. And let's take 14 hours to create greatness. I love that it's called the World Prosper Summit because this is the first time, Raymond, in history, in my life of 40 years, in your life of 75, in my grandmother's life of 92 years, this is the first time the whole world is experiencing a trauma at the same time everywhere, and it is an ultimate equalizer. It doesn't matter what race you are, what religion you do or don't practice, what your financial means are or are not. COVID-19 has been an equalizer that the whole world is experiencing together. 24 hours a day is a time frame that we all have access to. But the difference is some people will be wise enough to participate in your summit on the 24th and 25th and set themselves above the rest. And some people who participate will be smart enough to not just show up, but take notes and pay attention. And the small few that are smart enough to put into practice the right learning that they got that day, there's going to be an abundance, an overwhelm of learning. So it's not about enacting everything you learn. It's about deciding what from the World Prosper Summit are you going to use to change your circumstances and help more people going forward. And I can't wait to be there, Raymond. I'm so excited. And I'm also really grateful you and I did this book over here, that you published my last book before COVID-19, so that it's available during the chaos. Are you still helping authors during COVID-19?
Yeah. So just this weekend, just like yesterday and the day before and the day before, 3 days, I just held a Get Your Book Done boot camp. And it was the highest attendance I've ever had at a Get Your Book Done boot camp, because I like to keep it small. But there's 60 people from around the world attended, so I'm still helping people. You asked what the youngest person is. My youngest author is 9 years old. He wrote the book on snakes. He knows 8 snakes. It's a short book, but nevertheless, he published a book. I have lots of teenagers and lots of kids with a single-digit age like 9 who have registered on their own to heck with their parents, because I'm a far exciting teacher than they have during the day. And they're going to love it. They're going to learn. And the funny thing is, on the internet, no one knows if you're 9 or 75. So
Well, let's make Fridays homeschool, folks. If you have school-age children, 9 and over, let's make Fridays homeschool from 11 a.m. and on, an opportunity for them to adult their learning. Some of the sessions will be more interesting or captivating for them than others, but children learn by osmosis. They don't have the filters and all of the negative stories and paradigms that us adults acquire over time. And so there's a 14-year-old that lives in my house, Raymond. He's going to register separately.
Oh, good.
There's a 4-year-old and 5-year-old who aren't going to join in, but they're going to hear it by osmosis in the background. So if you're a friend of mine and you've got kids home and you've been doing crafts and science projects and math lessons, let's take Friday off from that, folks, to be able to learn. I've been studying positivity since the age of 17 when I survived 2 childhood suicide attempts. I wish that I had personal growth and the kind of information and the type of thought leaders that Raymond has assembled. I wish I had them pouring into me as a young child. My childhood could have been different. So let's get your teenagers on the line. Let's get your elder parents who are at home, isolated, lonely, and bored on the line. Raymond, is there anything else you want our friends to know?
Yes. First of all, you said it brilliantly, but don't just homeschool them Friday. It's Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
Click on Haley's personal link to get into World Prosper Summit. And let me tell you something. When you register, there's no charge to register, and there's practically nothing being sold. You've seen in the past that when you come to a free event, then they sell you stuff. There's practically nothing being sold. Jack Canfield will say, go to Amazon and buy my book. Okay, it's a big deal, so buy his book. But this is not a sell-a-thon. This is a give-a-thon. This is an intelligence. This is a wisdom. This is famous, wealthy, super wealthy people, not just multimillionaires, multi-decamillionaires. That's multiples of 10 million. They're going to be there helping you. And I want to end with a story. And this, actually, I want to say one more thing. When you register, you'll get an email of confirmation, and there's two important things on it. One is that you may not see the entire 7 hours a day from 11 to 6 Eastern time. So there's videos available. And Haley was right. It's not like $3,000 for the videos. The number changes every so often, but at the moment it was $9 Canadian. 9, like grab the videos, $9. It's insane. Now, when you go, it might be 12, it might be 7. I don't know. My internet marketer changes it around, heaven knows why, but it's like really tiny low. And also there's a link in there, a personal link for you when you share it on social media. Like when you put it on Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn or Instagram and say, hey, click on this and let's go to this event for free. It looks wonderful. Or 7 Stars of the Secret are going to be there for free. Join me. You just put it on your link or email it or WhatsApp it. And when people join, when 5 to 10 of your friends join, you become a VIP. And during the show, during the 2 days of the World Prosper Summit, there's going to be gifts, VIP gifts all the time, and it's only going to be given to the VIP members who have shared. And I want to tell you a story, an amazing story of someone who completely changed his life, but my battery's going to die. Can you please just talk for 30 seconds while I get my charger? Please.
Absolutely, absolutely. So friends, if you are watching this broadcast, the link is below for you to register. It just takes a minute. All you're going to need is your first name and your email so that you can get set up. I always like to buy the video of the conferences or virtual conferences that I attend, because as Raymond said, it's like drinking from a fire hose. There's so much information. Having those videos purchased gives me the opportunity to go back when my life is in a quiet time and pull out that 1 or 2 that I really wanted to rewatch. And it just speaks to Raymond's generosity that $9 Canadian, I actually thought it was a typo. I almost sent Raymond a text message last night to say, I think you're missing a 0, because all the other summits, I just bought 2 recently. It was either $197, $297, $97. So truly, Raymond, it's such a gift that you're making this available for people for pocket change in Canadian. It's really unreal. I'm so excited.
Right. And that's just for the videos. If you want it, the entire live event is free. So I want to end with this story. I was speaking to Jack Canfield, and I was talking to him about what he's going to be talking about. And he said, I want to tell stories of people who've changed their life because of the lockdown. And I heard his stories. I was cracking up laughing. They're so amazing. And I'm going to tell you one of them now. So listen to this. One of his clients owns one of the largest gyms in the entire world, the largest fitness facility, and it's in downtown Los Angeles where the rent is sky high. So he pays about $200,000 a month in rent. He also has 150 fitness instructors on salary. You can imagine what that is. And he's got huge fuel costs for air conditioning. And he works 15 hours a day at the gym just to make sure that everything goes right. So because of the lockdown, he, instead of getting $20 a month, almost everyone has canceled their payments because they can't go to the gym. So instead of making $20 a month and making a good profit, he's making $0 a month, and he panicked because no matter how much money you have in the bank, if you start losing $400,000 or $500,000 a month, you're not going to last very long. And so he said, I have studied Jack Canfield's success principles. I am going to be positive during this time. I'm going to think and recreate myself. Now, a lot of people say that, but they don't exactly know what to do. And because of Jack Canfield's teaching, which he will be teaching you during the World Prosper Summit, he came up with an idea. He called one of his clients and says, I know your favorite machine is the stair climber. I have disinfected the stair climber. I put it on a truck. It's already on the way to your home. If you say yes, I'll deliver it. If you say no, I'm sending it to somebody else. He said, yes. He said, by the way, it's $99 a month. Great. So instead of paying $20 a month, or instead of paying $0 a month, he's willingly paying $99 a month. Now, many of your clients don't live in North America, but listen carefully. Whether you increase your income 5 times in Euroland or Swiss franc land or British pound sterling land or Canadian dollar land or US dollar land or South African rand or yen, whatever currency you live in, when you multiply that by 5, it's a big increase. And so he called all his other clients. They've all willingly agreed to jump from 20 or 0 to 99. So he said, hold on a second. He called lots of his clients. They've all accepted. He said when his lease comes up for renewal, he is not renewing. He's getting rid of hundreds of thousands of dollars of rent expense. He's firing 150 fitness instructors. He's getting rid of all the fuel costs for air conditioning, all the security systems, all the Wi-Fi, all the towels that he has to wash. He's getting rid of everything, including getting rid of 15 hours a day of working 7 days a week. And he's going to run his brand new business of renting out industrial strength fitness equipment to people in the Los Angeles area. He's going to run it from his home or from the beach. He's changed his life. He's quitting 15 hours a day of working. He's going to not work at all except with his cell phone, lying on the beach. He says this is the biggest, greatest benefit he's ever received in his life. He now runs the biggest gym in the world that doesn't exist.
I love it. I love it, especially because I used to own a gym, so it's fantastic.
So click on Haley's private link so that she gets credit and so she can become a VIP. And when you register, you'll get an email of confirmation so that you can purchase the videos if you want for, it's $9 today, maybe it's 11 when you register, but it's pennies. And also you get your own private link so that you can share. And as soon as you share about 5 or 10 people, you become a VIP and will get gifts all day long. And by the way, the person who shares the most wins a prize worth 10,000 US dollars. The person who shares the most wins a prize worth 10,000 US dollars. And I post it on my Facebook timeline, Raymond Aaron, and I also post it on my private group, Get Real with Raymond. If you want to join, I'll let you in. Get Real with Raymond. I post it there every day. And the person who is leading today, leading from the whole world, wasn't even in the top 20 yesterday. So you can win, you can help your friends, because I know how wonderful Haley is. I know she has a giant heart. I know it's not okay for her to do well and have other people not do well. And so if you love her and follow her and respect her and look up to her and admire her, then you also are a person who has a big heart, who is magnanimous, who wants to do well yourself, but only under the condition that you let other people do well also. She's so wonderful. We've been working together for so many years. I love her. I can't do a Facebook Live or a Zoom call with every one of the clients who wants to help me, but I chose Haley as one of the few because I love her. She's amazing. She's also gorgeous, and she's happy, and she's upbeat, and she's sexy. She's got the luckiest husband in the world. And
from your lips, Raymond, to his ears outside with all the kids.
So join for free and share it with your friends. Join once, share, and let's get together the 24th and the 25th. Don't miss a minute, but if you miss a minute, play the video. And I love you, and I can't wait for you. Click, share. Join, share.
Raymond, I love you. And for any of my friends who are watching this and register today, please send me a text message. I will post my number below. I have an additional gift for you if you sign up for the World Prosper Summit today. When Raymond helped me publish my fourth book over here, he said 10 chapters, I did 18. So my free gift to you is you can register for World Prosper Summit today. You are my friend, so you'll send me a text message and tell me that you registered, and you can choose any one chapter from that book, any one of the 18. The whole list is on my site, and I will send it to you for free. I want you to get all of the experts from Raymond's World Prosper Summit. I want you to get happy love in your house during COVID-19. Raymond and I want you to win, and I've been following you, Raymond, since the day you started making videos in COVID-19. I've been following the site you recommended for the best global picture, and for smart people, they will follow smart people. So thank you so much for being the first interview guest I've ever had. I'm so touched.
And I'm touched that we've been in a relationship for so long, and we will continue to grow old together and help people together. You're a wonderful asset in my life, and you get more airtime in our home than you know.
I love you. I love Karen. I love Emma. Her book is on every floor in my house. I am having my 14-year-old read it as part of his COVID-19 homeschool. So
Oh, wow.
to Raymond, Karen, all of the Raymond Aaron group, to all my friends watching, thank you so much. May you be blessed during this time of COVID-19, but not automatically, not even automagically, but because you choose to invest in the right things so that you can spring out of COVID-19 better than you were before. I'll see you Friday at the World Prosper Summit. Register below. Thank you, Raymond.
Wow.